What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special Facebook Live edition of the Geek Guy podcast. I'm Albert Albanese, and I'm here to give you my non-spoiler review of Thor Ragnarok. Now, if you guys haven't seen Thor Ragnarok yet, and you need to listen to me in order to go see it, man, you guys are out of your minds. The first thing you need to do is, as soon as you're done watching this, get your butt up, go buy yourself some tickets, and get out there and go watch that film. Because let me tell you something, I'm not going to sit here and, beat around the bush. Thor Ragnarok may possibly have been one of the top 5 Marvel movies that have ever been made. It has a little bit of everything. The fact that the movie, kind of like the first big action scene starts off with a Led Zeppelin song just completely speaks to my heart. And, there's a couple of different things that go on in that movie that I think that just make to me like just one of the most perfect Marvel movies you'll ever see. First and foremost, the action was phenomenal. Usually I feel like in, the Thor movies, we just get to see, oh, okay, well, here comes Thor swinging his big hammer, and, that's pretty much it. But we see an evolution in the Thor character in this film, and it's really awesome. We realize that there's a couple of things that by the end of the film completely changes Thor's character. His physical appearance, his fighting style, a whole bunch of stuff completely changes from beginning to end in that movie, and it really sets up for a pretty good future for Thor, especially now that we're going into Infinity War. With that being said, a bunch of things that I really liked about this. It was hysterical. Absolutely funny. The comedy did not miss a beat. I was laughing the entire time in the theater. I thought it was great. I thought that they didn't take away from the film by trying to put in too much humor. But the humor that they did put in was perfect. And, it's funny to see Thor, who's this otherworldly god character, the god of thunder, is, just making jokes and silly things are happening to him and stuff like that. It's a really, really, really cool instance of how they put together all the comedy in the film. Other than that, the story was just, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The character arcs that we see from start to finish, even when it comes to guys like Thor, Loki, Valkyrie, characters like the Grand Master too, with the Hulk. There's just so many. Beginnings and ends to all these characters, plateaus. They all go through something. They all wind up coming out on the other end feeling differently. It was really well put together. As far as the cameos in the movie, we all know that Doctor Strange does have a cameo. It's a really good one. It's brief, but it's fun. And there's a couple of other characters who I'm not going to spoil because they're not in the trailer, or they're not a really big proponent in the trailer. So I'm not going to really spoil that much about who was in there, who wasn't in there. But I can tell you there are a couple really huge characters from Thor and the Hulk's lore that are put into the film, and they're hysterical, and they're perfect, and they're fun, and they're badass, and it's so cool. One of the big things I took away, I know this has been all over the internet, and I know maybe I'm spoiling something, but I'm not spoiling exactly what it is. Matt Damon makes a cameo in this film. And Matt Damon's cameo is absolutely one of the funniest, coolest things I've ever seen in the history of a Marvel cameo. I liked Stan Lee's cameo in this film, but Matt Damon's was so much better. And with the exception of that, man, the whole movie's a wild ride. It sets up really good. There's a mid-credit scene. There's an after-credit scene. Stick around for both of them because they're both really good post-credit scenes. I would definitely say that this is the best Thor movie that's ever been made, hands down. There's no competition on this as being the best Thor movie ever. And it's a really good film for the Hulk to stretch his muscles a little bit too. We get to see a new evolutionary side of the Hulk. We get to see Banner kind of, make a couple of different connections on what's been going on and what happens when he becomes the Hulk. There's a lot of evolution in this film. And I can't wait until we get to see Thor again in Infinity War. It's gonna be great. Honestly, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 out of 5. one of the best, top five Marvel films that I've seen. I gotta make a list. It's gonna be hard to figure out where I'm gonna put everything on there, because I love every one of these films. But hands down, the best Thor movie you will ever see. Hands down, one of the best Marvel movies you'll ever see. Go to the theaters, go see the movie. It was unbelievable. And stick around, because sometime, either this week or next weekend, Tom and I will be coming along with a very spoiler-filled Thor Ragnarok review. So if you guys want to hear what we have to say about that, keep watching. We're going to maybe try to do it on video a little bit and have a little fun with it. And if you guys want to, suggest we talk about anything, take a little time, put something in the comments on this video, and we'll try to get to it. So that's my Thor Ragnarok review. Go see it. It's a great time. You'll have fun. It's definitely worth your money. Until next time, this is Albert Albanese for the Geek Guy Podcast on the Slam Sessions Podcast Network. See you guys later.